Hi Kids Pays Kids. It's Saturday night and I'm hanging out with my friend Drac. He says, hey, we were just thinking it might be kind of fun to maybe scare somebody a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. As you can see today, I hurt myself when I was gardening. No, not really. It's fake. I just made it. But we did it once at Kids Place. We made funny scars and we made fake blood, and that was kind of fun too. So I thought, well, let's try it. And Drac agreed. He said, okay. So some of the things that you'll need are some tissue paper like you use when you wrap a package. And if you don't have tissue paper, I think just tissue, a Kleenex will work. You're gonna need some cocoa powder. You're gonna need some Vaseline. And for the blood, some Caro syrup. Now, I thought we needed clear Caro syrup, but we only had dark, and honestly, the color came out really good. It's really nice, and it's a pretty nice consistency. So that's just dark Caro syrup with a few drops of red food coloring. Dracula said it smells good. We haven't tasted it yet, and it looks pretty good. So what you're gonna wanna do, I did this one earlier just to see how it would turn out, but I'm gonna try and do one now on the back of my hand. So you're gonna take a little piece of either Kleenex or tissue paper, and you're not gonna want it to be too big, and you're gonna kind of shape it in the shape of the scar you want to scare somebody. Maybe you're gonna do a play. Maybe you're entertaining. Maybe you just wanna scare somebody. So you get a little bit of Vaseline and you kind of rub it on your hand. It doesn't even show up. You really can't see it. So it's gonna sort of act like glue. And then you lay your tissue paper right on top of that and kind of shape it. I'm gonna get a little more Vaseline to put on top of it. And it kind of locks it on. And you smear it around until it looks pretty solid. And you can see mine hasn't fallen off yet. And all that is Vaseline, tissue paper, and cocoa powder. Then, to make it not quite so shiny, once you think you've got it pretty secure with the Vaseline, and you can mess around. I messed around. I took a little bit of cocoa powder, and then I took some tissue, and I kind of started blending it, just like if you were gonna blend makeup for a play. I don't want it to look all dirty like that, unless you were going for I injured myself when I was playing outside in the dirt. But it just kind of takes the shininess off of the Vaseline. And I used my hand to blend it in just a little bit. And so when you get it looking kind of natural, I'm gonna blend it in so it's not too shiny. Then you can take your fake blood. And again, this was just a squirt of dark Caro syrup and red food coloring, and I think it came out really good. I've never used dark food coloring or dark Caro syrup before. And then you're just gonna put a little bit on your scar. You don't wanna overdo it. You don't wanna scare anybody too much. But the Caro syrup kind of lets it look just like blood. I hope you can see it. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is one of my favorite books called Bunnicula. It's one of Drac's favorite books too. Bunnicula is kind of a vampire bunny, and I think I'm gonna start reading it to you guys. It's a pretty long book, but maybe I'll just read a couple chapters sometime, and then maybe you guys could order it on audio tape, or maybe you already have it at your house. But it's by James Howe and his wife, and I think it's an excellent book. So that's what you can do if you want to scare somebody, just a little bit. It's kind of fun, and you can keep messing around and change it, and they'll keep looking a little bit different. So I hope you're having a good Saturday night. Drac and I are just hanging out, having a pretty good time, making fake blood, and maybe we're going to read a couple chapters of Bunnicula. What do you think? He said okay. All right. I miss you guys, and I hope you're having a good Saturday night too. And we'll see you soon in another Kids Place video. Don't scare